And this weekend marks the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season. In western North Carolina, many are still picking up the pieces from last year and Hurricane Helene. Nearly $900 million in FEMA funds has been sent to the state in the 9 months since the region was devastated by Helene. Right now, any chance of future funding appears to be in serious jeopardy.
I'll also be signing an executive order to begin the process of fundamentally reforming and overhauling FEMA, or maybe getting rid of FEMA. I think, frankly, FEMA is not good.
We're going to eliminate FEMA. So we've got a lot to do, but it's all good, and we're working hard, and we're going to make sure that we're continuing to do exactly what you promised.
President Trump has been very clear since the beginning that he believes that FEMA and its response in many, many circumstances has failed the American people, and that FEMA as it exists today should be eliminated, and empowering states to respond to disasters with federal government support.
FEMA's turned out to be a disaster.
Here with us is the mayor of Asheville, North Carolina, Ester Manheimer. Mayor, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
First, I want to start, can you give me a sense of how your town, Asheville, North Carolina, is doing now, 9 months later?
Well, we have a lot of recovery that's already happened. When this storm hit, it was devastating. We lost water, power, communications. So all of those things have been restored, and we're open for business, and we're inviting the visitors back to Asheville. Asheville normally enjoys millions of visitors every year in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains.
That is great news. I'm glad recovery is going well thus far. But are there parts of Asheville and Buncombe County that potentially could never recover?
Yeah, the areas along the river where the massive flooding happened, we lost buildings, parks, all kinds of roads and bridges that were damaged or washed out. So there are definitely property owners along those areas that are really thinking hard about whether or not they want to rebuild or they want to participate in the buyout program, which is a federally sponsored program that allows them to recover their losses.
We learned this week that FEMA has denied the request to match funds for cleanup in your area. Mayor, I have to ask your reaction to that decision by FEMA.
Well, we did get 100% FEMA recovery for damages and repair and cleanup of debris, a massive amount of debris in our area for the first 6 months. And our governor requested that be extended, and that request was denied. So what that means is FEMA's now going to provide 90%. So it's still a significant amount of money, but the state or local government does have to match the cost. And this is a storm with an estimated $60 billion in damages to the state of North Carolina. So these costs are not insignificant. They are tremendous.
Absolutely. In March, you told NPR that federal officials, quote, come here, shake my hand, and say, how can we help? And then you see what happens on social media and, of course, in the press or on TV. It's almost like a completely disconnected world. Mayor, talk to me about the immediate needs in your community right now.
We still need a lot of help to recover. I mean, I think what we're finding is the stuff that was easy to fix has been fixed, but the things that are going to take a lot longer, we're talking years to rebuild, that is something that we need support for now into the future. And it's not just Asheville and Buncombe County, as you mentioned, but this storm really affected a swath of western North Carolina. We have a lot of rural counties to the north, south, west, and east of us that suffered significant damages, and they continue to need help as well.
The 2025 hurricane season, like I mentioned, it officially begins tomorrow. Is Asheville, North Carolina, ready for what could be and is predicted to be a very busy and volatile hurricane season?
I'm going to be serious here. I think we are ready, but only if we continue to receive that support from the federal government that we've been receiving. Very specifically, the Army Corps of Engineers has built an on-site, this is an example, they've built an on-site water filtration system at our reservoir, which provides 80% of the city and surrounding area with drinking water. If a new storm were to happen and to churn up that lake, that reservoir, we would be in trouble with drinking water. We need the Army Corps of Engineers facility to remain here. We need the federal government to allow it to remain here so that we have that security, that resiliency that we're going to need to be able to weather another storm event.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.